AMA, ask me anything. Ready, ready for comments to come into the chat. I will field those questions and do my best to get you the answers. Hopefully, you can see everything you need to see about my background. Hopefully, that's easy. But AMA, ask me anything. I'm looking at the chat. My eyes are on the chat. So if you have questions, I am the host of CyberTalks, and it's a newer thing that we've been doing, but we've been rocking and rolling. If you check my profile, you'll see that we've had some amazing guests come through and show up, show love. Last night was a banger. We had a battle, a debate within the cybersecurity community, and we talked about degrees versus certs. The old degrees versus certs. So I'm doing Ask Me Anything for maybe an hour. We'll see how long I last. It's my first time doing an AMA, so hit me with it. Hit me with it. You're trying to break into cyber, you're trying to break into IT. Obviously, I can help you with that. I can give you some tips. Oh, and maybe the way we'll add a twist is that I'll allow folks up. That's my twist on everything. Request up. What's up, everybody? How you doing? How you doing? What's up, Alazar? What's up, Lou Sports? What's up, Inexo, Sergey, Eshan, Nana, John, Just Burr, David, Dyko. What's up, y'all? Welcome in, welcome in. We're talking about Cyber Talks. We're talking about anything under the sun. AMA, ask me anything. You trying to break into cyber? You trying to do some transferable skills? Are you stuck somewhere? Are you stuck? Are you jammed up? So I see we got a message in here. What's up, Mozzie? Welcome in. We've had some great turnout on the previous lives, and we're not stopping. We're just gonna keep cranking them out, y'all. Keep cranking them out. What's up, C Dub? Welcome in, welcome in. Would you recommend getting into GRC cybersecurity? And would you recommend getting into IT first? Ooh, IT or GRC? I would say if you can get into both, I would say if you can explore the GRC space, understand the governance side and what comes with that, understand the risk side and the different things that come with that, and the roles that come with that, understanding the compliance side and everything that comes with that. What's up, Zero Day? What's up, Hot Cone? Welcome in, welcome in. I owe you a big message, Hot Cone. I'm gonna get back with you. Life has been lifing over here. What's up, Austin? What's up, Martin? What's my role in cybersecurity? So I hold multiple roles right now. When you work for boutique, smaller companies, it's one of those things that you wear multiple hats. So one hat that I was just promoted to just recently, I think a couple days ago, is a product architect. Product architect. What's that, Nate? What's that? What's up, Martin? A product architect. So I am connecting with customer facing, understanding what the customer needs are for their product. I'm also looking to connect with, or I'm also connecting with the development team, the engineering team on the specific product that is being built in progress. It's available today. And I'm also wearing a pre-sales solution architect hat where I am talking to clients about their needs and not only understanding just, how to navigate through the UI and making sure it's a good user experience, but also functionality. Is it truly a good fit for the business needs? Is it the right fit, the right time? So we have those discussions. And I'm also wearing what is this? product engineering, doing some QA work with this app. So this app is it's a tool that folks in the GRC space are using. Most people know it as a cloud security posture management, but this particular app, we're leveling up, so it's cloud risk posture management. Cloud risk posture management. You'll start seeing some stuff in Gartner on that. So I'm gonna keep it moving on what Eshawn asked. Let's see. As a GRC specialist, let me see. I got all lost. Okay, so C-Dub asked me my role, and then Eshawn asked, would you say salary potential is good within GRC? I think salary potential is good within GRC. I think it's good in IT. I think it's good in cybersecurity. I think it's good in AI roles. And the list just goes on. DevOps, platform, security engineering, cloud security engineering. All of these roles today are great for salary. So yes, it's good. It's good money. It's good money. So you should be looking for 6 figures, especially if you bring 6 figures worth of experience. I'll say it again. If you have if you are bringing good experience to the equation, then you can get 6 figures. What's experience? Experience is multiple things, starting with a previous role, a current role, and not limited to projects, internships, apprenticeships, independent study, self-learning, trying to build things out, trying to figure things out on your own, connecting with folks, collaborating, doing multiple projects with multiple people. There's a lot of skilled individuals out in the world that you can lean on. You can lean on them. They want you to lean on them. They want you to find them, and they want to do projects with you. So stop trying to do projects by yourself, because you could get jammed up. You could take forever. You could have these overzealous goals, and you just need to bring it down a notch. You got to get that project done, get it off the list, and then move on to the next one. Hope that got that right. GRC specialist, absolutely great money to be had there. Yeah, agreed. Eshawn, would you also say a degree is necessary? I'm going to always say, because I come from a degree background, maybe I should add that in there. So I have the bachelor's degree, the master's degree, and going towards the PhD degree. In computer networking and telecommunications, that was the bachelor's and the master's. And then on the PhD side, it will be in cybersecurity leadership. So that's the direction where things are going. You get you a PhD in cybersecurity leadership, you're gonna be on fire. But that's my plan. That's my goals. I've already figured out my 20-year plan. You got to figure out yours. And if you know it, let's talk about it. And if you really believe it, don't just talk to me about it. Go talk to others that are also in the space. If you figured out that 20-year plan, go talk to those folks that are along the 20-year journey. Stop trying to figure out the next year. Stop trying to figure out the next 2 years. I'm not saying spend an immense amount of time on your 20-year plan. That's literally something that you would have to, a feeling. Like, what do you really want to do? Do you just want to get in it for the dollars? I respect that. That's cool. Do you have another ambition, like being on the bleeding edge, the cutting edge of technology, doing things that folks are not doing, charting territories that are uncharted, brand new, like just breaking barriers? Appreciate you. What's up, Lamont? Welcome in, welcome in. If y'all follow Lamont, he's doing this incredible AI work over there. I mean, it's next level. As soon as you go to his page, as soon as you join his lives, he does his lives at least once a week, and he's super well structured. He does these movements, right? And I gotta adopt some of this sophistication into my lives because we're all over the place. And today I'm doing AMA. Typically I have a guest, and even with the guest, I let folks come up, and so we don't know what's gonna happen. So I respect the way Lamont carries his message. It lands super well. It comes across very easy to digest. It's information that everyone can use. I need you to check him out. And if you really want to get serious about AI and really get yourself oriented, like talk to Lamont, ask him questions, join his live, ask questions during those lives. You're gonna learn a lot. You're gonna learn a lot about yourself. You're gonna learn a lot about AI and the latest and greatest things happening in the space. He has this AI expert Manolo. Manolo is on there just he has to be in a different country. He's not in the U.S. I don't think he's in the U.S. I don't think he's in the U.S. I think he's a UK guy or something. He's got to be out there in Europe somewhere. Uh, let us know, Lamont. Let us know, where is Manolo currently? Can it be disclosed? I'll keep going. Let's see. As someone with no degree and no certs, no need for a degree. No need for a degree? Ben, come up here and talk about it, bro. That's the difference between my AMAs. I slow it down and I will, if you want to talk about it, if you're able. What's up, Danny? Welcome in. If you're able, what's up, B for you? Welcome in, welcome in. If you're able to chat, I'm more than willing to deep dive on what that just sounded crazy. No need for a degree? It's a super competitive market right now. We had the degrees in Certs conversation last night, and whoo, boy, oh boy. I had it. This was my second time doing it. Certs, the first time, all day, beat them up. Yesterday, MG and IT came with all sorts of incredible positions when it comes to, or stances, when it comes to getting a degree in cybersecurity or in this space or having a degree while working in this space. And I think one thing that didn't come across that should have came across is that while we all think it makes sense to, hey, I'll work in, I'll go for a cybersecurity or an IT degree, maybe that's not the best idea. Maybe you have a background or a huge desire to be great in AI. Maybe you go for that AI level PhD and do some incredible things for the space and move the industry forward and just make a positive impact on the world. Like, think about that. Think about that. Let's see. We have, wouldn't you agree that a good foundation in IT is important before jumping into a GRC? I would agree. I would agree that a good IT foundation is a great catapult to many areas within cyber, GRC, AI, networking. The list goes on, everyone. The list just goes on. And that's why we lead with self, reflection. Reflect on yourself, understand what you want, so that way you can make that best decision. Don't get influenced by my decision and my goals of getting a PhD and wanting to get into this space and put my footprint out there. I want to put a footprint out there, multiple footprints. That's my energy. You may not be at that space. You may not be in that mentality. And cybersecurity is big on mental, your mindset, what you think about, what you read about, who you surround yourself around, your energy, your aura, your agency. There you go, Lamont, your agency. What's up, Sydney? Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in. We're doing an AMA. I'm going through question by question. If you loaded it up, you gotta wait. I'm sorry. Hopefully you can stick around. If not, I'm gonna try to go as fast as I can. We are also welcoming folks up, so that's my twist. On top of the AMA, you can come up one-on-one, ask me your question. That will accelerate you to the front of the line. Keep that in mind. So, Vitamin says big emphasis on 6 figures worth of experience. LOL. Trust the process. Exactly. Trust yourself. Yourself will help you identify that process. Understanding yourself, like me, I figured out I wanted to be a professor. Easy money. 20 years from now, I would like to actually take advantage of that. Not today. I may do an instructor and may do something today, but that's not my plan. My goals are to do it later in life. I want to climb, and then give all that information back to the students. That's my plan. You could copy me. You can copy me. I'm cool with you copying me. It's a great plan. I love it. I dream about the day that I'm a professor in the space, just helping folks out. And I will target a prestigious university. Thanks for all the love. Appreciate all the love. AMA, y'all. We're going to keep it going. Would you agree? A lot of would you agrees. Who's trying to trap me? Would you agree? Cloud and AI skills are crucial today. I'll say it again. Cloud and AI skills are crucial today. If you have AI alone, it's crucial. You're in a critical, awesome situation. If you know IT alone, you're in a credible situation. You combine them bad boys, and you have the right mindset, and you have mentorship, and you have a community, and you're leaning in, you're doing projects, and you're identifying which projects those are. You get some low-hanging fruit, you climb your way up. You a bad individual. You know how to leverage AI in the command line. Claude CLI, Gemini CLI. If you're using Codex, if you're in VS Code, and you're using Codex, and you have GitHub Actions, you are in a good position. You're in a good position. I say that because that's a new territory for me. I've been saying that I've been dabbling in some DevOps, little DevOps over there, doing some vibe coding. So I highly encourage it, everyone. Highly encourage it. All right. I just mean having a good foundation is crucial before jumping into GRC. Yeah. If you have a solid foundation in networking and IT, you're going to jump into any of these places with a solid foundation. I can't say that enough, y'all. That IT, you see, I got 12 plus years. Without that IT, you can't open a lot of doors. And if you do open those doors, you may struggle. You may not be able to survive when you're thrown out into the deep end. You may get jammed up, and that's not good. We are streaming on YouTube. We are streaming on YouTube live. If you want to come up, you want to chat, come on up, come on down. We'll talk about it. But I'm doing AMA. I'm going one at a time, going slowpoke speed. Slowpoke speed. I'm trying my best. Some of these questions require a little bit of chat. So, Minji, hey, I'm graduating. Oh, wait, no. Quiet said, no, not everyone in tech is a 6-figure person, and many struggle to accept/see that. Fire. Not everyone in tech. There's some people in tech that's making $40K a year. Nothing wrong with it. Go get your money. And they probably working you like a dog out there too at 40K. You gotta level up. You gotta level up. You gotta level up. You gotta figure out ways to level up. If you're at 40K and you're in IT and you've been in there for at least 2 years, it's time to level up. It's time to look for cyber. It's time to look for engineering opportunities. It's time to grow. You have to grow. You have to go from X amount of dollars and hours. You have to rebrand yourself. You have to look for ways that you can surface up these different exposure and experiences so that way you can be great. And dollars doesn't equate to great. It just means that once you start putting yourself in these positions where your salary increases, other things increase too, like respect, more opportunities, uh, you know, dialogue, networking. People want to talk to you. 12 plus years in IT. What you talking about? Like that's a lot of years, right? It's plus, y'all. It's a plus out there. It's not 12. It's plus. I don't even know what the number without really like looking and okay. When was the start? When was the real start? Let's go. What else we got? I think this thing just dropped me all the way back to. Oh, my chat just like scrolled. All right, everyone who's asked questions, I'm gonna have to skip and get caught up to where folks actually are asking questions. So I'm skipping all the way ahead. Sorry, I was gonna do one by one, but I'm just going too slow, too slow. Let's see. What's up? What's up, Tay? Tay's been doing some good things. Bro, yesterday showed me some hack the box. Hack the box. They're making some upgrades. Hack the Box, I believe it was. They're making some upgrades. Check them out. Check them out. So, let's see. Levi the cloud guy. Tech is too broad a category to expect 6 figures. Yeah. I agree. There's no question there, but that's the statement he's making. Tech is too broad of a category to expect 6 figures. Can you get 6 figures? Yes. Can you expect it? Out the gate? Entry level? No experience? Nah. You get that out of there. Get that thought out of there. You can try hack me. Try hack me. I think he said. Yeah, try hack me has upgraded their routes, y'all. I say hack the box. It's actually try hack me. Go check out try hack me. They got some new stuff in there. Big Mike in the building. 2 years of help desk equals experience with access control. Audit user permissions and using ticketing systems. So if you have 2 years of help desk, you have more than ticketing systems. You have more than user permissions, and you probably have more than just access controls. I would really think about that. You likely, sometimes they let the help desk folks image machines. Sometimes they let the help desk folks have roles in troubleshooting. Not even sometimes, that's all the time. So like troubleshooting, and sometimes the help desk folks get an opportunity to touch different tools like, remote assistance. That's key to call out. Helping folks and being able to help them, telehelp them. It's a big deal to your communication skills. If your communication skills are premium. If you have what's up, Kino? If you have premium communication skills, it's going to open so many doors for you. What's up, Ray? Welcome in. Y'all, we're just doing AMA. This is cool. We're just cooling it. I'm wearing a jacket because I thought I was going to be on a podcast today, but they canceled on me. But we will reschedule and get it on for another day. So I have been doing some podcasts. You will see those come through. I've done 2 so far, and I have 2 lined up. So people want to chat about cybersecurity. They want to chat and what's your story? Do that whole thing, the origin story. And I'm happy to share my story. Let's see. P21 cert from Try Hack Me was awesome. Nice. I'm not into Try Hack Me, but everyone, P21, go check it out. He said it was awesome, or someone said it was awesome. Jan Millen, is Service Desk A+? It's Service Desk. A+ is my next step, right? Ooh. Who said that? Jan? Hold on, let me make sure I'm connected in. So why did you say that, Jan? Are you saying is service desk A plus is my net? If you want to get into service desk, if you want to get into IT service desk, should you go for A plus? Is that the question? Let me know if that's the question. Ben said, I'd do the origin story one day if you're ever doing that, Nate. Yeah, yeah, Ben. Of course. Okay, so Jan says, no, I'm IT service desk right now. Okay, great. That's great. That's great. So you're saying should you go for the A plus? Is the question. It has to be. Um, I didn't go for the A plus, and I am curious to see the material that's on the A plus. Um, not to say that I've done, not so that I can say that I've done it, but I keep hearing folks say that the experience is equivalent to the A plus. I'm not sure. I believe them. I mean, I do believe them, but I'm just not sure from my own perspective because I don't know what's on that A plus. I think they ask a lot of challenging questions because I think that a lot of people say that it's really hard for no reason. Like it could be much easier, and there's like 2 tests to take, so it's like, yeah, the barrier of entry sounds very stressful. That doesn't mean you shouldn't go for it or at least study for it, whether you're actually going to sit for the exam or not. I like that cheat code. If you want to glean the material, digest the material from whatever cert, A plus, Security plus, whatever cert, ISACA certs, ISC squared certs, whatever, I highly encourage you to always learn. What's up, Nigel? Welcome in, bro. Welcome in. Y'all get y'all's daily heart me, y'all. Get your what do they call that? Engagement points for the day, and make sure you claim those points. Don't just get the heart me and just sit tight. You have to get the heart me, and then you have to go in and claim those points, and then that helps boost your content. So for all my content folks that produce content, you're trying to get your numbers up, go get that daily heart me. Tap. When you tap, that's micro engagements, and it helps. It's going to help. And if you want to, if you're going to gift, look at the gallery. Focus on the gallery because that's what's going to take me from one level. I think I'm at C. Yeah, I'm at C, y'all. I'm gonna clap it up. I'm gonna clap. Nah. I'm gonna give myself some claps. Cheers, clap, some. Come on. I'm at level C, y'all. We are at level C, and we're getting better. These lives are getting better. They're getting sharper. Yesterday was a blast. If you missed it, I'm trying to get it uploaded to YouTube now. Like I have some work to do over there on YouTube side, but yes, it's coming. Like we will have more visibility and I think we'll expand to another platform. I think we will. I'm thinking LinkedIn. I haven't quite figured out the particulars. Maybe I might go through a branding change. Maybe I might switch some things up. I don't know. I don't know. But time will tell. What we got? We're doing AMA. We got the AMA today. Nigel says, look, you putting me on game. Soundboard too? Yeah, man. Yeah, it's in there. It's in there. I got the hookup. You can put in custom sounds. You don't have to limit yourself to these basic cheers that everyone uses. I can't stand those. That's why I don't use them. I can't stand those cheers and those claps. AMA, y'all. Bro, where should I start? Am just a beginner. Just got my laptop. Who said that? Dragon? You got that laptop? What can you do with it? Can you break it? Because if you can break it, you got to figure out how to put it back together. Now, that's what I would say, because you're probably going to break it in some way or fashion, whether it's the OS level, whether it's hardware level. Is this a laptop that's a junker? If it's a junker, crack that mug open and look at the RAM. Look at the processor. Don't. When I say crack it open, guys, everyone, Get organized, because there's a bunch of little screws that take a bunch of special type of, screwdrivers when you're opening up computers. And computers these days are getting even more compact and more difficult to get into, and more specialization is really required if you're touching the newest computers these days. But Dragon, if you're able to, I'm not saying break your stuff. I'm telling you that in order for you to get familiar with what, cybersecurity, IT, you're gonna have to figure things out. You're gonna have to try and bring in virtualization. Go Google, YouTube, different ways to get a Hyper-V into your environment. Get VirtualBox into your environment and onto that laptop. Go look up what people are doing once they have VirtualBox, once they have Kali Linux, just to familiarize yourself. It doesn't mean you have to actually do these things. I think that you should really get hyper-focused on what part of the space you really want to get into. And in that way, you're not spinning your wheels trying to figure out what lab to do. The answers will reveal themselves. If you said pen tester or if you said GRC analyst, those are two different pathways, two different labs, two different networks of people that you want to connect with, two different everything. But you'll find some similarities somewhere interweaved in there, because technology, cybersecurity, AI, networking, IT, it's all interweaved with one another. Cloud, it's all there, y'all. It's all there. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. What's up, Phil? Welcome in, bro. Phil does these. What's up, Elijah? What's up, bro? Phil does these crazy, like, I had to copy Phil one day. He did this LinkedIn. He does these LinkedIns and he just blazes through. He gets these crazy people get on there loading up their LinkedIns. I tried it. I love to do the LinkedIn things. I tried my swing at it where I invite folks up. Good stuff out there, Phil. Phil has some crazy good content, dropping nuggets out there. Elijah too. Elijah's another heavy hitter in the space. Go follow him. He's got some amazing things going on. All right, so I think I got you right, Dragon. I would say, go lean into community, go lean into mentorship before you go break your computer, and go talk to some folks that's been there, done that, and go figure out some easy layups. Go do some easy layups. Go install a Linux subsystem, just because. Like, people always want to know, what should I do? Like, go do this. Go download VS Code, GitHub Desktop, and then try to Google how to leverage Codex to build a website, leveraging GitHub. Try that. All right, Nelly, what's up? Nelly is built different. If that's the Nelly I think it is, Nelly is built different. Google anti-gravity is amazing. See, I tried it. I just started dabbling into the DevOps space, and I've downloaded all the IDEs. I tried Gravity, anti-gravity, just the major players right now. And VS Code does it all. VS Code does everything I need it to do. I'm standing on VS Code. Y'all want to fight? Let's go. No, I'm just playing. VS Code, y'all. I'm on a Mac, and it's lovely. I'm over here vibe coding. I'm over here updating websites through vibe coding, and I'm also looking within the code, the HTML code, and just I'm trying to understand what's happening there. And my next level up that I'll be touching apps. But right now, just getting my feet wet, playing around with a website. I encourage it, because that's a great way to, if you wanted to break into coding apps and doing things. Today is the day. We are in the era of knowledge at our fingertips. We are in the area of guidance on what to do with that knowledge. We're in a very special era, everyone. It's very special right now, and I'm looking forward to people taking advantage I'll probably stay on maybe another maybe 30. So if folks are like, is he going? Is he staying? I'm here for another maybe 30. I got 30 in me. I got 30. AMA, ask me anything. My special twist on AMA is that I invite folks up. If there's something happening in the chat, um, I'll try to get to it. I've skipped already a whole bunch of questions because I can't read that fast and talk that fast. I don't have I have this thing against rapid fire questions and giving rapid fire answers, and that was my plan. Like, let me try my hand at A&A, see if I could be like Phil. Rapid fire answers is crazy. Or Cloud Tech Exec, them boys get it in. If you ever are in a Cloud Tech Exec live stream, whoo, them boys working. I know some UK boys that are out there working. They are working. They're plowing through. Hats off to you. Hats off to you. If you want to accelerate this line and not have to deal with dropping your question in the chat, come on down. Request up. We can chat about it. All right. It gets overstimulating. Okay, so that's one thing that Phil said. He said that, you could just, like, after so much time, you just start to, like, it's too much. It could be too much. And so it could be overstimulating. So thanks, Phil. I'll look out for that. Yeah, I'm vibe. Oh, you said Nelly, you vibe coding. I'm building an app right now, and it's been amazing. Nelly, let's hear more about it, bro. Because if this is the Nelly I think it is, he's a big network guy. So if he's if he's building an app, I'm wondering if it's. Here we go. Let's learn about it. Wait. I'm gonna send you down. I figured out something. I'm gonna send you down. I'm gonna bring you back, Nelly. We're gonna talk about it. But before I do that, there's a thing I have to do because I'm learning how. Yeah, wifey's doing real talks. I'm doing CyberTalks. Let me. Sorry, everybody. Yeah, real talks and CyberTalks. She caught the drift, right? She caught the drift. Why we don't have to reinvent the wheel, y'all. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. So my wife is, she's a lawyer, and she is building her craft. She's building her craft right now, and she's doing exceptionally well. She's breaking into entrepreneurship. So let me get this. Oh man. All right. Come up, Nelly. I'm ready now. Bro. Wow. Let's see. Nelly. What you got, bro? What's this app?
All right, hey, what's up, Nate? Everything good, brother?
Yeah, man. I thought this was the Nelly I thought it was, and I know by the voice. These days, if I don't see your face, I'm keen to voice. So, what's this app? What you talking about? Bro?
All right, check me out. So I live in Miami, right? So obviously, nightlife is like a big thing over here, So I'm basically like, and I've like, I've gone out like quite a lot with like my friends and everything, and usually when we go to like, I don't know, let's say a bar or like a club, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, Sometimes like the clubs they're not good, they're not popping, like it's like you get there and it's like, damn, this shit's empty, bro. Like, it's like super
Yeah.
whack. So basically what I'm doing is I'm making like a Yelp but for like nightlife. So it's gonna have like a live chat of how like the venue currently is, and you could like review like the safety, the ratings. You could upload pictures. You could basically say, hey, look, this place is dead, uh or hey, this place is like super packed, everybody pull up,
Yeah. I can see
and
that in the other metropolitan areas, and we're talking about the clubs and stuff. So, yeah, if you pull that off, there's a gap right now because no one has live stream data. No one has the information at
exactly.
their fingertips right now. It's all static right now.
Exactly. The only issue I'm currently having is because I had to speak to like a couple lawyers about this because um for the images, like what makes the app really like pop is like the user interface. Like when you first like the home screen, it's super nice. It's like a bunch of pictures of like a bunch of clubs. It looks super nice. But the thing
Right.
is to use those pictures, I need permission.
Yeah.
So that's like the part that's getting annoying. So right now I'm currently transitioning. Like I'm trying to write like a script to make every single picture that I pull from Google as like the home as like the homepage for the clubs. I'm gonna convert those pictures to AI. So and they can't like you like come after me or anything.
Okay, I was curious about that. So, I mean, it sounds like you're in the right space to talk with the legal. If you get legal on your side, they're gonna let you know the do's and the don'ts. So, I look forward to you pushing that out. I thought you'd do something more in networking space, but hey, look, everyone. Just because you're a guru, this guy is a guru who we have over here, y'all. This guy is like less than 20, and he has his CCIE, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I turned 20 in December.
Y'all, I know y'all don't believe it. I know y'all don't believe it. For everyone that's like over 20, they're probably like, ain't no way that you got your CCIE and you under 20.
Well, I'm 20, but okay, realistically, right? It it's not like as hard as it like it's hard, right? But if you really think about it, like if you dedicate a year like to a year and a half of like studying 3 to 4 hours a day, bro, it's achievable. It's not. It's just most people. It is. Is that it is obviously.
Hey,
Wait, look. Okay,
wait, hold
this is the
on.
one
Let me
thing.
ask. Hold on. Big first, I know it's an AMA for me, but I gotta ask you now. What do you drink in the morning, bro? What are you eating? What's your breakfast look like? Because it don't make
Oh,
the
brother,
math is
like
not mathing right
four.
now.
No, I'm off like four like espressos.
Okay, so you hype. You hype. Okay, so you
Yeah,
you you
no, that's how I function.
high octane. You like high octane.
Yeah, now I'm trying. Okay, currently I'm trying to transition now into cybersecurity. So I'm doing like for school. I'm in Miami-Dade College. They're making us do the CEH right now, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I'm not like the CEH. It's so much like they're basically telling me, okay, yo, look, here are 1,000 tools, right? Like here's like a brief summary on all of them. That's basically what I'm getting from like the CEH. It's just a bunch of different tools, but it's not really like a deep explanation as to like how to really like get into depth with them. It's
Okay,
just like a
so
bunch of like theory.
let me ask you this, because you spoke very highly of your mentor, and you don't have to give background, but what did the mentor say about the CEH?
He literally told me the same thing I said. He's like, bro, to be honest, he was like, I like do it for school, I guess. But the thing is like the CH just like I just said, it just tells you a bunch of tools, but it doesn't let you know how to use them. Like I would always, he was like, I would have just gone for the OSCP. He was
And
like, that's better because everything,
and what
every
do you think about that?
I completely agree. The OSCP is it's actually using those tools and getting into depth with them. Like you actually have to like learn how to use most of these tools that you're gonna be, like that the CH like talks about. But I mean, obviously the OSCP is way more in depth, and I can't really like explain like I can't go really into like depth about this because I don't know too much
Yeah, you
about
don't
it.
have to, but on surface level, when you stack them up side by side, is this something that you would get, incrementally, or is this something that you would try to go straight to the OSCP? Like, where are you at with it?
Bro, personally, I would have, if I had like the choice, I would have just gone for the OSCP and I wouldn't have done the CEH. But school's forcing me to do it, so I'm like, whatever. Like,
Oh,
I'll just do it for fun. Like, I guess.
look at this guy. Y'all hear him? I know y'all don't believe him. I know y'all. Everybody's like, no. All right, put a one in the chat if you believe that Nelly is around 21, under 21, and has a CCIE. If you believe him, put a one in the chat. Put a two in the chat if you don't believe him. And we need to we
I'm gonna,
need.
I'm gonna have to DM you my certification so like,
I
so
believe
this
you.
can like,
I'm a one. I'm a one, bro. It's just hard to fathom right now. And the first time you said it, that day I restructured my life. Like I had to think about who I was and what am I doing, because it's an amazing feat as such a young developing brain. The brain is still, yo, you still cooking over there. You still cooking. So combining that CCIE knowledge base, CCNP, CCNA, all that you did, because you didn't go straight to CCIE. You had to get all the others.
Mm-mm.
And
Impossible.
um, combining that with some true aspirations, bro, your future is extremely bright. Combining that with some cybersecurity knowledge bases, merging those worlds. You're one of the ones that we were talking about yesterday, and I know you're getting a degree, but you're one of the ones that we were talking. MG and IT was talking about yesterday when he says that there are people who get the degree who then go out and build these tools that these vendors sell today. They're a part of the teams that really push the industry forward. Yeah, we love everyone who's doesn't go the degree route and then works their way up and learns the tool, but we really love those folks that really push the envelope, that push it to the next level, that get us to the next plateau. Ooh, you got to.
Yeah, I had seen like the live yesterday. You guys were talking about like degree versus certs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like it really just like depends. Every school is different. Every school is different. Every school has like a different roadmap. So like some schools, for example, like for MDC, how it works is like, so for example, in the associates in cybersecurity, you start off. You have to do the network plus. You have to do the security plus. You have to do the Linux plus. And on top of that, you have to do the AWS. These are all like classes that they offer. And then on top of that, you have to do AWS Cloud Practitioner, if I'm not mistaken. Um, so then for the bachelors, you the bachelors, I don't really like it like that because I'm gonna be honest, because it's three EC Council certifications. It's the CEH. So right now I'm studying currently for the CEH, the CHFI, which is the forensics one, and then there's I think GCIH, which is the incident handler. So it's three right now. And to be honest, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really paying attention to the incident response one like that. I'm just trying to focus on the forensics one and the CEH currently. But it's a little overwhelming. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But it's nothing I can't handle.
That's what I'm saying. I knew you was gonna come with that. That's what I'm saying. Because the tenacity, the dog, bro, you and what I think Nigel calls monk mode. I think you're in monk mode right now.
Bro, look, the way I see, like, this is how I started. Like when I first got into IT, I was like 15, and I started with the A plus, right? If you, for example, I never read in my life, never. I was never like, bro, I graduated high school with a 2.0 GPA. I was never good, like I never liked school, but I did like IT, like I liked it a lot. When I first started, it was 1,200 page book for the A plus, if you, the one on Amazon, right? If I started to look at it like, damn, 1,200 pages I've never read in my life, da da da, like, bro, I'm gonna get overwhelmed and I'm not gonna want to do it because I'm gonna feel like
Right.
I'm getting nowhere.
Right.
How I look at everything is like, for example, studying itself is a skill, so you have to learn how to like work with what you got. So if I look at it as, okay, you know what, I'm gonna do 10 pages a day. In 10 pages a day, you're done in 3 months, in 3 4 months, if I'm not mistaken. That's not that long. 10 pages is nothing. That's
Ooh, I
nothing.
like the way you
10 pages.
chop that
that
up.
that's literally how I structure every single thing that I study. For example, with the CCNA, with Jeremy's IT lab, right?
Yeah.
All I did, one day, and there's 63 days for the CCNA, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm done in what, 2 months, 3 months? If you start looking at it as like, damn, 60 days, 40 minutes a day each, bro, how long is this shit gonna take to finish?
Well, you
You
gotta
start
watch your
looking at it like that,
language.
you're gonna get overwhelmed.
I gotta kick
Oh,
you
oh, sorry, sorry, sorry,
if you keep with that potty mouth. You're out of
sorry,
there,
sorry, sorry,
bro.
sorry about that. Sorry about that, mate.
That's
Sorry
cool.
about
It's
that,
cool.
mate.
It's cool. But I see what
But
you're
yeah, like it's
saying.
just,
I see what you're saying.
yeah.
Let me get some of the folks in the group engaged here. What's up, Angelique? What's up, Bliss and Brew Bites? Welcome in, everyone. Master Bro Pro. That's a cool name. What's up, Vivian? MRC. No one. Welcome in. Welcome in. What's up, Magic? So Nelly is talking about something I think is critical, and it's the art of reading. It's the art of studying. There is a strategy, everyone. There is a strategy. You're not just going to look at 1,000-page book, 1,200 whatever, and just digest it and throw it back there and poof, it's in there. Like you have to take your time. You have to strategize. Nelly gave you the strategy. Break it in chunks, divide it over time, and commit to the
Exactly.
plan. Commit to the plan. You trying to get A plus digested? Cool. You trying to get security plus? You want to do those advanced certifications that Nelly rattled off? Cool. But go at it with strategy. Okay?
Because like realistically, like for example, for the CCIE, right? Okay, for somebody starting off in networking, right? Let's say they do a CCNA, right? Let's say max this takes them, and this is pushing it, 5 to 6 months, right? This is pushing. This is with you slacking and like 30 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day. You're barely doing anything. It takes you 5 to 6 months. Then you do the CCMP. Let's say you slack again. This is another 6 to 8 months. So that's already in a year. In a year, you have two good certifications. You could become easily a network engineer. Well, not easily, but because of how the job market is, depending on where you live and everything. And then for the CCIE, I would say, I'm not gonna lie, for most people, right? Let's say that you're slacking two, it'll take. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna take you like 3 years, two to 3 years. If you're slacking, if
It's gonna take you 3 years, y'all.
no, but literally, that's if you're slacking. I'm talking about like an hour. If you do like
Yeah,
an
most
hour
people
a day,
slack. Let's be real. Most
yeah.
people slack.
I slack too. I slack too. It's just sometimes like I have like for the CCNA, I took like 6 months because I was slacking and it was like a lot of information I digest. The CCNA to somebody that's starting off in IT is it's literally it's like for somebody starting off in cybersecurity, it's like getting thrown into hack the box. Basically, that's literally the equivalent.
Yeah.
How I look at it,
All
because
right,
hack the
bro.
box is overwhelming.
All right, bro. All right, bro. I wanna get to some AMA. So I'm gonna give you opportunity. If you got a question for me, you said some great things that folks should be listening to you and taking notes. If you got a question for me, you can stay up. If you want to hang out, stay up. I'm gonna try to get to some of this stuff in the chat. If y'all want to come up
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and ask a question, it accelerates your. It's the fast pass. You come straight to the front and you can ask your question versus me trying to sift through all that. So I'm gonna try to get started here. And let's see. Levi, the cloud guy, says, I know people who have had to take the CCIE lab 4 times. 4 times, everyone. Whew.
Yeah,
That speaks
that's
to the complexity. So Nelly, nope, 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 nope. You can't talk.
sorry,
You're an
sorry, sorry.
exception. You're an exception, bro. You're an exception. You are the exception. Um, there's not everyone that can do that. What you're doing right now. So it's super hard, everyone. It's something that is not easy. It's the PhD of Cisco. Like your PhD level knowledge base. So, take that for what it is. All right. Tech Food says the game is momentum and inertia. Yeah, you got to keep moving. You got to keep floating. You got to keep revolving and hitting these cycles. Right? Understand your cycle. What is your cycle? Have you taken a test, an assessment about yourself? Do you know what type of personality that you have? You should know these answers. You should know what type of individual you are or have a clue. And that's going to help you with identifying your learning style, who the type of people that you are likely to connect with. So I think that's key. So you got to keep growing. You got to keep advancing your knowledge base. All right. Nelly said 3 to 4 hours a day. You're done in a year and a half. Those are unrealistic numbers, man. No. They're numbers. They're great numbers. They're great numbers. They're very. I don't even know if that's called aggressive. I would say that that's appropriate, especially if you have the CCNP and you've done all the other things. So if we're still talking about the CCIE, I think that's appropriate. It's appropriate, especially if you're trying to get through it. You know, lollygagging, taking 3 years to do something is wild. It's wild. Hey Nate, where are you located? What's up, Tech Woke? I'm in Charlotte, bro. Today I'm in Charlotte. At the end of March, I'll be gone. I'll be gone into the wind, everyone. Nah, I'm moving to Spain. I'll be an expatriate, and my wife and my daughter, we are gone. But we're gonna visit some family before we go. So we'll be in the Missouri area. We'll be in Missouri, maybe Atlanta, just kind of hovering around, bouncing around, seeing folks, checking them out before we appreciate all the love, before we say our hoorah.
You're going to Spain, Nate?
Yeah,
I literally right now I'm working for the like who I work for right now. They're the largest ISP in Spain. They're called Telefonica.
nice,
That's currently, yeah.
nice, nice. Let me get engineer up here. So specifically Barcelona. What's up, engineer? Engineer was in last night and hanging out with us. Thanks, Tech Woke. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
What's up, Nate, my guy?
What's up, man? What's up? What's up? Welcome back. Welcome back. What you got? AMA. It's AMA time.
So you going to Spain? So you gonna leave us dry when you go to Spain,
Y'all not getting
or
left dry,
what?
bro. Y'all ain't
Okay,
nothing like that. I'm the cyber expat. Like the
okay,
I'm the
okay.
cyber expat, and I'm owning it. It's mine. No one else has it. When you start seeing cyber expat, y'all go check that boy out. Y'all go check him out. I know he's gonna be doing some amazing thing. I'm speaking myself in whatever version, but I'm uber excited. I'm uber excited. It's been a big decision for my family to make this. And wifey, she's like, it's always been a dream for her, but she's super calculated, super calculated.
Hmm.
And me, I'm green light go all the time. Like I stay and go. So it's been a change. It's going to be a change for us. We visited the area, so we've been checking it out. We see some areas that make the most sense, and yeah, locked and loaded.
I mean, I have international dreams too, but for me, it's like Denmark or Switzerland, because of my
Same.
understanding that Europe has a big, big, big want for engineers, especially coming from the U.S. Is that correct?
Ooh, I don't know. I'm gonna find out. I got some UK buddies, that I'll be connecting with. We're already setting up dates and getting some things out there, trying to get some things popping. So I will be networking as I always do. I love networking. I love meeting new people. I love traveling. I love growing. I love learning. It's in a continuous state, and I just every day it's something new, something new.
Okay, okay.
You going to Madrid or where are you going?
I'll be in
Or
Barcelona.
Barcelona?
I checked out
Barcelona.
Madrid. I thought it was gonna be Madrid. I thought it was gonna be. I was dead set. Like from this far away, oh man, it looks like Madrid. Once I got there, I was like, the city's not talking to me. I'm not feeling this. It's ugly. Like I only mean that because it's an older city. Like you go to older
Okay.
cities like Dallas, it's ugly. But it's an older city. So it's what you think, what you expect. You go to Rome, it's ugly. Not every area in Rome. Not every area out there in Italy is ugly. There's a beautiful places in Italy, and I had the opportunity. I've only been out there once, but I'm going back. I'm going back, y'all. I'm going back. Got to.
Yeah, one thing I'm not gonna lie that I love about like tech, bro, is like this is one of the only I'd say like careers where you can go anywhere in the world and sky's the
Hmm.
limit.
And that's my
Like seriously,
situation. That's my
yeah,
situation.
that's great, bro. You got wait, you're going for a job or what are you going for?
So my job that I work today is is allowing for me to roll out and continue work. So, and then wifey's an entrepreneur, and her area, her space, she's getting in the mixy mix. You know, we figured out TikTok. We know panels is a thing. Now you have to expand. So I'll be expanding. I'm on YouTube, but it's trash. I'll work on that YouTube thing. No, for real, it looks poor. Like I don't know what I'm doing on YouTube. Like the algorithm's really wild. I need some help. But LinkedIn. So I'll be taking this live show to LinkedIn very soon. I don't know when. I don't know what it'll look like, but it will stay on TikTok. TikTok is where the action happens, y'all. This is the source. The source of truth is TikTok. And then we broadcast and restream to all the other majors out there.
That's cool. It took me 3 years to find a platform like this because when I first came on TikTok, I had this idea that there's a bunch of engineers like me on TikTok. But at first, I couldn't find them because I didn't know how to navigate, until I found a few dudes and I started using the hashtags correctly. Then I started finding you, Nate, and other people. And I was like, geez, this is what I want.
Yeah.
These are the lives that I'm trying to join, not the other lives, but these are the kind of lives that I want.
Yeah, these lives lit. I'm an engineer. If you got another one, I see another person. Someone's in the queue waiting to ask a question. You got something for me? I'm fielding them. What you got?
Okay, I don't have nothing else. I'll give someone else an opportunity to come
sure.
up, and I just keep supporting the live.
For sure. I'll take you down, and then I'm welcoming up the next. Nelly, you hang out with me, bro. You're cool, bro. You're cool. No, I'm just playing. What's up,
Hey
Tech?
man, how are you doing?
Hey man, I'm good, man. What's up, Tech Food? If y'all don't know Tech Food, he's going live, y'all. He's going live, and I saw him just yesterday or the day before. You were talking about some fishing. You were showing us around different infographics. You were talking about some DNS. Like you were helping us out, bro. You were helping us out.
Man, thank you much. Thank you much, man. I'm trying to get my voice together. I just last night I just spun up my what do you call this thing? My Parallels desktop on my Mac. I cracked open a Red Hat and just did basic like baseline commercial commands. You know what I'm saying? Make directory, remove whatever, just basic stuff. You know what I'm saying? In the future, I've also got an app going, bro.
Oh, bro. Not too much. Hit me with a
I know,
question.
but yeah.
Hit me with a
No
question.
problem.
Hit me
Keep
with
it
a
short.
question. Hit me with a question.
Yeah. No, well, actually, you know what? Actually, question wise, man, when your comment about TikTok, are you finding better traction in terms of like, is it engagement is better or is it pay wise? Because I've heard people talk about the gifts that they
All right,
got.
let me answer. You got your question.
Go ahead.
Great question. Is TikTok getting? Am I getting swings at? Am I getting engagement from TikTok? Yeah. It's panels, bro. It's panels. It's the panels. Every time I do panels, and then you get online, I'm introduced to your network. Your network is introduced to me. I'm introduced to Nelly's network. His network is introduced to me. And the more that we do these panels, more and more, I probably get between 20. One day I got 100 and like 20 new followers after one live. It was bananas. Like every
And
live.
did you have to do a promote? Did you do a promote or anything, or is this just basic? Like people just felt your vibe and followed you.
What's up, Nigel? So I think there's a
Hey,
couple of
Nigel.
things going on. Um, I think early on I started to reach out to people. I started to understand what people are doing on this app, and I looked for their strengths. And once I found their strengths, I DM'd them and I talked to them about it, and we chatted. We got to know each other, and then you saw them on my live. So it was all and has always been a bunch of networking, a bunch of asking questions, being inquisitive, being making a friend. I started there, and making friends is easy for me. And I don't know, when I do these lives, I don't know, I don't have an agenda. I don't have like set questions. I come in, let's go. and we take it whatever direction because we let folks up and we don't know what they're going to say. Like you see, sometimes I get a little frustrated, but I try to wrangle the conversation to the topic. It's difficult. It's so difficult to slow down these conversations. It's really hard, and that speaks to the complexity of the space. The complexity of
Right.
the space is there's a lot of noise out there that people get lost in, and they get confused and frustrated. I was on Mimi's live just yesterday, and someone had a poor experience leveraging GPT. Now the only thing I'm thinking is bad prompts, but they also had poor experiences going to places like this and getting answers that they were looking for. So it's difficult to tailor the answers to specific people, and especially in a small amount of time. That's why we say that when it's some of the answers that we give, we're teaching you how to fish versus just giving you the answer, and now you've been influenced by my answer. So that's not the move, because you're going to continue running in through this vicious, endless loop of
Yeah.
confusion. Well, Nate told you to do that. Yeah, you shouldn't have listened to Nate. You should have listened to yourself. You should have listened to yourself. You should have took time to understand yourself. You should have took time to surround yourself around people, like-minded folks, and get connected with them on a genuine level. Nothing
Right.
transactional. This is not a transactional game. You can.
Yeah.
There's a lot of transactions happening. However, if you want to survive, you want to come from an
Got to build your bones, bro.
the authentic place. It has to be authentic.
Yeah.
It has to be
Yeah, you
genuine.
got to build your bones. Yeah, you know something funny? Like growing up in my neighborhood, like what I learned. Well, I shouldn't say neighborhood. Let's just put it this way: people have an idea of mentorship that's different from the reality. The reality is that a mentor is supposed to like it's kind of like your true north. You don't really get them involved in your business. You heard what they said. You watch what they do, right?
I don't
And then
agree.
you go. You don't agree?
I don't
Okay.
agree. I think that the
Okay.
the mentor the mentorship and the mentee relationship is something that is very bidirectional. Bidirectional. The mentor is helping the mentee and oozing out information. The mentee has a responsibility to uh, try and get specific answers to specific hurdles. If you get, thanks for the galaxy, bro. If you get specific answers to your specific questions, you're going to grow, and that mentor is going to good looking. That mentor is going to grow as well. How about that? Your mentor should have a mentor. If your mentor doesn't have a mentor, get rid of that mentor. No, I'm just playing. Uh, but consider it, because we're all learning. We're all needing to be
Right.
led. We all need guidance.
Mm.
Yeah, if I can really quick, yeah, like the Levi the cloud guy, he says something like that's really true. Like people ask for mentors, but they want step by step instructions, which is that's the thing. Like nowadays, people think that like a mentor is supposed to be like a Mr. Miyagi, and he's just supposed to be there babying you, like the whole time, teaching you everything. Like in my case, I promise you, I told my mentor, I was like, hey, I'm trying to get into cybersecurity, like, and this was before I had the Cisco certifications. Um, and I told him, I was like, hey, look, I'm trying to do cybersecurity, da da da, and how should I go about it? And he told me, he was like, look, before you do cybersecurity, you have to understand networking. He was like, trust me,
Yeah.
get networking down very, very well. And he told me, he was like, do the CCMP, do the CCIE. I promise you, that was literally our conversation, and that's it. The rest was just work.
Yeah.
I didn't.
So so what Nelly is saying was the point that I was kind of getting at. Pardon me if I went all around the world for it. And I don't know if that necessarily agrees with what you're saying also. My experience with mentors are that they have a lot going on. I
That's
mean, a
true.
lot.
That's true. I'm glad that you called that out, and I got to stop you every step of the way just because there's something to say about
Okay.
that. The expectation from the mentee, if you're talking to a 30-year vet in the space, They do not have time. Trust me, you do not want to waste these folks' time. They may ghost you if you don't if you know, when they do have time, you're not there. So misalignment, right? Misalignment. So review that. Make sure you stretch yourself a little bit for folks that are 30 years in the space. Yeah, they got something to say. 20 years in the space, they got something to say. 10 years in the space, they got something to say. 5 years in the space, they have something to say. You should have mentors at every stage. And I say that when I say you should have multiple mentors, I really only tell people two. One that's a vet, and one that's just broken into the space that you want to be in, because they got the sauce. They got some sauce.
Okay, copy that. That's so it's along those lines. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So basically, thank you much, man. I just came up here to just, I guess, chime in.
Yeah.
And I mean, congratulations on your expatriate move.
Thanks,
I'm
man.
looking forward to it. I'm gonna send you. I don't know. I don't think we've ever connected. I connected with someone through the tech on LinkedIn, right? But I'm gonna send you
All right, do
what
it.
I have, right?
Do it.
And someone that I used to work with. They're doing like a paid summer internship type thing. You wanna know about that?
Now, right now, let me.
I mean later on. I mean
Oh
later.
yeah,
I'll
yeah,
send
yeah.
that
Send
over.
it later on, for sure, for sure. I'm gonna take you down, bro. And I see.
Okay, brother. All right.
And I'll catch up
Thank
with you,
you,
Tech
man.
Food. Appreciate you. Phil said something. Let me catch up with some things in the chat that's going on over here. Nigel, be my mentor. Nigel, if you get the opportunity to interface with Nigel, number one, he's gonna spend some time with you, and he's gonna spend he's not gonna dedicate himself to you unless it's right. So if you do have the opportunity to be in a situation where you're in his right zone and he's you got his attention, take advantage. Take advantage of his knowledge base, because he's dropping game. What's up, Nigel?
You're
What's up, man? What's up? AMA, ask me anything. Doesn't matter. Under the sun, under the moon, under Pluto, that they said don't exist anymore. They told us existed. Why'd they say that?
yeah, no, man. I'm just tapping in when I get a chance. You know what I'm saying? I see the chat. I agree 100%, but he don't take no laziness. Facts. Before you, as one of my mentees, already know. And you said it. You know, my number one strategy as a mentor is I will not allow you to waste my time. That's my first principle. You will not waste my time under no circumstances. But I will give you the information 100%. And you have to go do the work. And I have to see you doing the work before, I can allocate more time. That's
Okay.
the biggest thing. And that is a yin yang kind of principle that you were speaking on, right? It's a give and take from both. I will allocate the time once you are able to do the task and seek out the information and apply it. Strict program facts, Phil.
Let me jump in
Phil,
there.
yeah.
Let me jump in there, bro. You said something that I think is critical for folks to grasp right now, and that is. Let me mute you just because there's a little bit of feedback. Sorry. Just come off mute whenever you're ready to talk. Nigel I know it went over people's heads, so I'm going to slow it down and explain it. So Nigel just said that when his time is very valuable, and if you're not illustrating that he can continue to spend more time, more valuable time with you, then there will be some disruption. So what does that mean? Does that mean you have to do everything that Nigel says? Does that mean that he's going to be? So I imagined how this worked, how this has worked for me. I imagine it might work something like this with Nigel as well. He's going to be kicking all kinds of information, and you got to pick something up. Like, grasp onto one thing, take notes, and make sure that you are elevating in that one thing, two things, three things, adopting more and more things. Be a glutton for knowledge. I'll say it again. Be a glutton for knowledge. And as it's oozing out of these mentors, because the sauce is just going to be tailored. Sometimes it's boilerplate, and there's a reason for some of the boilerplate language. Most times it's going to be tailored. It's for you. It's so critical that you take the things that are for you, advantage of them in the best ways that you can. Because you just pick up what you can and then present what you have. And then don't be afraid to be vulnerable and say, I don't know. Raise your hand. Some of these mentors, even though they're 30 years in the game, call me, text me anytime. I'm gonna answer the phone. And I got lucky, y'all. My mentor is here in Charlotte. He's been on my live one time. Checked me out. Actually, probably one of my first ones. Checked me out, came up, showed up, talked a little bit. And every time I call, if he doesn't answer, I hear from him before the end of the day. I may hear from him at the latest a day or two later, but after that, he doesn't ghost me. So, you want this type of relationship. You want to strive towards a engaging. Nigel, I think he said it, some sort of like exchange. You're exchanging. I'm giving you some, you give me. We're learning. I'll land it there.
100%. I saw Phil made a comment that having mentors that are not in tech as well is important. You should have that, and I agree. But make sure it makes sense, right? I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say, but I like to learn from people who, not necessarily may be successful in the relevant of that, but also can maybe more knowledgeable in a certain aspect that I am not, whether it's financial literacy, whether it's real estate, whether it's communication. Like, these are all skills that you can have a mentor in and learn from that will also help you cross-functionally in your tech journey, right? How do you find mentors? Networking.
Let me take it.
Yep, go ahead.
Before I take it, I want to say something about what you just said about the, what you're doing in this space. It's gonna take for you to figure some things out on your own. You're gonna have to figure things out on your own. So how do you find mentors? It needs to be genuine. And hold on, I just remembered my thought from Nigel. So this cross-disciplinary or non-IT, non-cyber, non-whatever you're going towards mentor, amazing advice, especially these business folks, these folks that know business, because as you're working in cyber and IT, the more business acumen that you can adopt, the better you are going to be in these spaces, the better you're going to be with your manager, the better that you're going to be with senior leadership. All right, so how do I find mentors? You got to knock on some doors. You got to virtual doors. You got to raise your hand. You got to ask a dummy question. You have to be looking. And not in the sense like, hey, I'm searching for a mentor, but you have to be available and approachable. When I found my mentor, the story is this. I moved to Charlotte, and if anyone's familiar with Charlotte, I was in Uptown, Museum Tower, nice joint, 30th something floor, crazy views, right?
You've been having money for a long time. All right.
Whatever. So I got there, and I was taking the elevator down. I taking the elevator down, and I bumped into the mentor. And he was like, so what you do? And I was like, I'm in IT. And he said, what? And I was like, what you do? And he said, he was in IT. He didn't say he was deep into cyber. He didn't say he had to see risk, CISM, CISSP, all the other letters and all that. He didn't say that. He just, he made a connection. And from there, he was like, man, come through. I'll shoot some knowledge. Every day then on, pen and paper, me, learning. Where else you want to meet up, man? Where else can we meet up? Let's do it again. And then he threw the CISM book at me. Threw it at me. It had all his notes, shortcuts. And I took that and I crammed it. He was like, I don't even do this. I don't let nobody, I'm very protective of he called it his library. And that's the first time I started saying library. We have libraries, y'all. If you have a few books, that's your library. It may be Skeet. You got to upgrade your library. A lot of people are in PDFs these days. I have to go physical touch the book, a paper. That's the way a highlighter, that whole thing. But he gave me that book, and I didn't waste time. I went to cram mode. I went to monk mode for a weekend. I went into monk mode for a weekend and crammed the schism in my brain. And from there, I ended up getting my own book, all that, and making sure I studied down. I invested in myself. I paid for the questions and answers that Asaka offers. Was it $600, something crazy? You get it for X amount of time, and you have to invest in yourself. You have to figure out what type of learning style do you have. So I went around the world, but how do you find mentors? You got to put yourself out there. You have to be approachable. You have to lean into your network. Lean into your existing network. You have a network. You have family. You have friends. They have friends. Their friends have friends who likely need you, who are likely waiting on you to pick up the phone and call Gramsies. Yo, Gramsies, I'm trying to break into cyber. Why are you saying that? I don't know. I'm just talking about what I want to do. And then Gramsci's going to go holler at whoever Gramsci hollers at. Yeah, my baby trying to break into cyber. Somebody help him. Nah, I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just joking. All right, let's see what else we got. Oh, Nigel, you want to add on how to find a mentor? Anything I missed?
When the student is ready, the teacher will appear.
Say it again.
When the student is ready, the teacher will appear.
I gotta sit with that for a second. When the student is ready, meaning when I, being the student, am ready, my teacher that I need for that time will appear. Poof.
Look at that. I don't want to highlight B for you, but she's in the chat, and that's exactly what happened. She was in one of your panels.
In one of my panels.
She asked for a mentor. I was leaving. I had to rush off.
The door.
And I said, send me a message if you're for real, and I'll be your mentor. She sent it right after that, and we've been locked in since.
And that's a genuine, authentic thing. She put herself in a vulnerable space. She came up and asked some questions. We fielded those questions. We gave her the game for that moment of time. And we can only do so much in these moments of time. The reality is that you have to go beyond these interactions, these lives, and you have to make it real. You have to go DM people, ask them questions. That's what I think you should do. You have to figure out your icebreaker. What is your icebreaker? When you're in person, how do you engage? When you are online, what's your question that you ask them?
Can I just last thing, and I gotta drop. Phil put, I get a lot of DMs about mentorship, but I'm in no position to mentor yet. I would disagree with that, Phil. Even though you got the A+, you still have certain knowledge that maybe someone who has no IT background at all could grab from, right? You can help reduce the rabbit holes of 100 that they may go through to 50, which in the grand scheme of things would be very helpful. So don't ever don't think, because you're in the field, right? You have experience. You've seen certain things and understand certain things that someone with no experience at all, right? Think about all of the YouTube videos and TikToks and all of the rabbit holes you went down before you were able to start applying and now being able to talk to certain things. So I would say don't ever put yourself and downgrade yourself, Phil, even though you got the A+. I'm always going to hate on you.
Yo, check it out. Here's my thought, and Phil, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm thinking you're saying that due to how busy you are. I'm thinking he's saying that due to how busy he is. Phil is hyper-focused on his future and current state and working through master level program at prestigious universities. That feels not normal. He's one of the more advanced brains in this space and is going to do some amazing things, and has already done amazing things. So I think, but I agree with you, Nigel, that people get, I'm 1 year in, I'm still new. You can help the people who are zero and trash. I'm gonna drop you, Nigel. Feel free to come back up. Hey, everyone, I'll take maybe a couple more questions in the chat, or if you want to come up, we can do it live right here. But I was saying, listen, when it comes to being new to the space, the sooner that you start helping others, the sooner that you start trying to regurgitate some of the information that you're digesting, is the sooner that you're going to level up. You're going to level up much faster, exponentially, when you can teach someone something that you learned, when you can translate things from your understanding to a 2-year-old, to a 5-year-old, to a 3rd grader, and work your way up. Keep working your way up. Keep pitching. Keep trying. Because they're going to ask you, a 2-year-old is going to say why, and hang on every word and say, what's that? And then you have to go and explain some of these words that we're using, and you may have to go rehydrate your knowledge base. You may have to go rehydrate your knowledge base in order to fully grasp the concepts, methodologies, principles to a level that a 2-year-old can understand. Think about that. Think about how to get there. You can do it. All right, let me take a question. All right, True. I'm an unofficial mentor. Unofficial, y'all. I dropped the game. He says, just got to gain even more experience. So he was downplaying himself. Phil, no, bro. I saw, hold on. No, I call BS. Phil was in Nigel's live going ballistic on some Security Plus and other security knowledge-based certifications. Phil has this blue team level 1, the only person in America that I'm aware of. There's others. I'm just playing, but it's rare. It's truly rare, the stuff that this guy knows. It's super rare. So if you thumbs down me, bro, trying to thumbs down me, I'm kicking him out of here. No, I'm just playing. Hey, yo, Phil. Phil's my boy. Phil's my boy. I appreciate it. B for you, Echo, Sauce, and I think I'm gonna wrap it up, y'all. I think that's good enough. It was a random pop-up. I just wanted to try my hand at AMA, and my method in AMA is to invite folks up. That'll accelerate you to the line, to the front of the line. And when the questions were coming in earlier, I was just tackling them way too slow. I suck at AMA in the speed sense. I know it. I don't even try to go fast. All right, everyone. I'm live later today, 8 p.m. EST. We have Geo Secured coming through. He'll be an inspiring I8M engineer. We will be talking with him. We will be asking him questions. We will be learning from his drive, his energy, his momentum, his direction. What's working, what's not working, what has worked. We're going to be asking questions. I encourage everyone. What's up, Cyber Seekers? What's up, Precious? I encourage everyone to lean in and either help him, encourage him, ask him questions, or offer him some resources. I'm challenging everyone. Help him, ask him questions, offer him resources, and he's aspiring. So, and I think I just recently saw he got a role. So he's cooking. It's not like he just raised his hand one day and was like, all right, I'm gonna be IAM engineer. Go check his profile. Geo Secured. Go check his profile. He'll be in the building tonight, 8 p.m. EST. He is his energy is what most people are lacking. They don't have his level of energy. They're not cut from that type of cloth. They not. They don't have that type of ambition. They just for whatever reason just aren't there in their journey. So I will see y'all later tonight. I won't have the blue coat on. The only reason that it's on is because I was going to do a podcast today, but we're going to reschedule Cyber Junkies. I'm going on with Cyber Junkies, y'all. Let's go. Y'all have a good one.